Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk about how to use Storeleads.app and target e-commerce companies, and then use Persona AI to find the decision makers, and then use personalization to reach out to them using cold email, LinkedIn, or any other platform, right? So let's get straight into it. If especially if you're an e-commerce agency owner, or who works with a lot of e-commerce brands, you might be using store leads to scrape your leads and find out the companies that are running e-commerce stores, right? Because it really offers premium quality data as opposed to like a traditional lead gen tool, like for example sales nav or Apollo, because those are more generic, but store leads actually pulls in a lot of specific data. So for example, as you can see over here, it has so many different types of filters based on industries, based on if they're active or not, based on platform they're using, based on the contact details that you're looking to scrape, based on revenue, employee size, country, and all these different things, right? So it has a lot of different specific data, especially if you're running an e-com agency who is working with a lot of e-com stores. Let's assume that you already have a store leads subscription, because if you're looking to really get results for your ecom agency, then you need to have a store leads subscription so that you can find out very high quality data. Let's quickly come up with an ICP, right? For example, you could be targeting any of these industries, any of these niches, and maybe if you're targeting brands who are doing at least 50 to $100,000 per month or 1 million per year, right? That's something that maybe you're targeting. Again, it could be more or less, but I'm just coming up with a quick ICP so that we can understand how to pull the right data from here. So maybe you're targeting the decision makers who are into marketing, or sales, or the owners. So these are the decision makers that you are looking to target. Now, you will not be able to find decision makers from store leads because it only shares the company data. That is where we are using Persona AI to find the decision makers, because finding the company is just step one, but we need to now find the decision makers who we can then reach out to and pitch what we do, right, and how we can help them basically. So if we get the part one of the data, that is the company level of our requirement, that is they are doing at least 50 to 100K per month and so on and so forth, we need to also now do the step two, which is find the decision makers, and based on that we will go ahead and do our outreach. So now that you get that point, again, this is just very simple offer that I have created, but this could be totally something different to what you're doing. Maybe if you're helping them get like 50x in revenue, or helping them make more sales from their existing list, right? The existing email list. So you could be really doing so many different things. Maybe you're doing SEO, maybe you're doing Google ads, Facebook ads, whatever. Like, your offer is what you need to be prepared before you do this. And let's say you're targeting businesses who have at least a spending capacity of $5,000 to $10,000 per month, just on advertisement, not your fees. This is just advertisement, because even if they pay you, they still have to run the ads, right? So that's something that you'll also do as part of your qualification. And maybe you're charging $2,000 per month, or $5,000 upfront, or whatever your performance fees is, right? Now I'm not going to go into how to create all these things, because it's covered in the other videos that I have already uploaded on my YouTube channel. But for this, let's quickly move on to scraping leads. So all you need to do is just choose the right filters, like for example 50 to 100K over here, and so on and so forth. Now once you choose everything, all you need to do is just click export and upload your data on Persona. All right, so over here, as you can see, this is the data that I've uploaded on Persona. What I have over here in front of me is the domains, right? The domains, average product price, in terms of all these different things that they have, categories in terms of email IDs as well. They will share some sort of email IDs. Now the reason I am kind of not sharing the data with you is because I'm actually doing this for one of my clients, so I just want to maintain the privacy of all these important details. But you get the point, right? This will look exactly similar to what you're looking over here. Shopify, product sold, and state of the store and stuff like that. All right, now what we need to do is, now we need to enrich the company first, because see, we hardly have any details over here. We just have the domain name, right? So it's not going to help us find the owners. We need to know their LinkedIn profile, LinkedIn company page. Only then we'll be able to find the owners of the who are listed on LinkedIn as a company owner. So that's what we're looking to do. So all you need to do is just click this enrich data over here and click enrich full company details. This will cost you 1 credit, and let's say if you have 2000 credits on Persona, you can get up to 2000 leads per month. If you have 5000 credits on Persona, you can get up to 5000 leads per month. But again, this is just to enrich the data. Now if you also want to target, or if you also want to extract the decision makers, then we have to also now let's say for example use enrich full person profile. So for example, all we need to do over here is we just need to, like, let's say okay, so over here, as you can see, we don't have a profile URL yet, right? So all we need to do is just find the profile URLs. So all we need to do is just click emails that we got from Storeleads, and just click this, right? And it will start to find URLs of the decision makers based on the emails that we got, that we pulled from Storeleads, right? So as you can see, this is the decision maker URL, and so on and so forth. So we need all these details to find decision makers. Now the step before, I showed you how to enrich the company. So as you can see, these are the company names. Again, I'm just going to quickly hide them so that I secure the confidentiality, but this is how it will look. Now how to save credits and still find decision makers. If you see, this method that I showed you was a bit using credits, because even if we find their email IDs, like even if find their profile URL based on the email IDs that we get from Storeleads, it will still charge us credits. Persona will still charge us credits. So how to use AI to find decision makers? So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to quickly create uh, an agent, right? Like, so I'm just going to use personalized agent. So all I need to do is just click enrich data and click agent over here, or rather type agent. So as you can see, there are different types of agents. I'm going to use this, use AI chat GPT plus cloud. So once I click this, right, it will ask me to enter a prompt, and all I need to do is just click this, like choose this, use your own API key, and you need to connect your open API, like OpenAI's API key with Persona, so that Persona don't charge you, and open AI will now charge you, which will be significantly less, right? Like, it will be hardly anything. And you can check OpenAI's billing guidelines for all that details. Again, I'm not going to go into that, but if you do this through Persona, it will charge you 1 credit, and if you do this through your own API key, it will not charge you any credit. So you can do this for free directly from Persona. So how do we now find the decision makers based on AI, based on our own process, right? So all I've done is, I have created already a prompt which you could see over here. So based on the website, that is this one, which I have included, like, check this based on this website. or the email ID, that is this one that we got again from Storeleads, right? We got the email IDs, correct? Let me go back. So yeah, so this is one column where we have email IDs. I can, like, all you need to do is just click this backslash and you can click emails, right? So this is how we can enter. So what we're asking AI to do is, based on the website, so they will open the website. Based on the email, so they will open the email, or the web, that is, they will do their own search. Please find the company founder or owner's LinkedIn profile. That is what we are asking the AI to do for us. This is just like a agent. Like, let's say for example, there's no AI, there's no Persona. So how would you do this? If you only have store leads information and if you only have companies information, then you would open Google, right? Or hire a VA, for example, and ask them to find every single decision maker's LinkedIn profile manually, one by one, and we have close to 17,000 leads right now. Even if we don't have those many leads, even if we just have 500 leads, it will still be such a hectic process, time consuming process. But with the help of AI and with the help of Persana AI, we are doing this totally through automation and AI, right? So we are asking the bot to go find on Google or their website and use their own algorithms and all that, right? I'm just going to keep it simple. The LinkedIn profile. So all we need is the LinkedIn profile. So we're just asking it to find that for us based on some information that we're giving. Now share the output only as the LinkedIn profile URL and nothing else. So, like, if you, let's say if you don't do this, then it will just share all random information, right? Like, here's the LinkedIn profile, here's this, here's that, here's that. So it will be like a whole paragraph or an essay or a whole big copy, which again will be manual for us to just scrape LinkedIn profile. So again, what we are doing is we are giving very specific instructions to just give us the LinkedIn profile. Don't give us all the other information that you find. And the last is, if you're not able to find it, share the output as NA. Simple. So we are being very focused about this. Go on the website, go on Google, check the emails, and in case we have any other data, check that. Give me the decision maker's LinkedIn profile. That's all I need. Share only that and nothing else. That's what we're doing. This is the prompt. The model will be GPT-4 Omega Mini, which is what you will use. And again, you can use any one, but for the best output in the minimum amount of cost, this is the best model. And click save and run for first 10 rows. Once you do this, you will automatically know how many email IDs, how many LinkedIn profiles you are able to find, or the agent is able to find. And then all you need to do is just ensure that it's accurate. So, for example, what we found based on the LinkedIn profiles that were scraped, right? So, as you can see, I've scraped a lot of LinkedIn profiles. So I'm just going to share this with you, but I'm not going to go in depth. So what we found is a lot of these profiles were accurate, but a lot of these profiles are not accurate as well. So what we did is, the next step we did is, now again, this is all through AI. We are not using credits over here. But if you want accuracy, if you don't want to waste time on all these things using AI, then just use the enriched data, click play over here, and it will find as many company URLs as possible, 100% accuracy. So that way you can save a lot of time. And again, you can use all the credit based features that Persona offers. But if you want to save credits, if you want to try doing this your own way, then you need to experiment a bit using prompt, right? So that's what we are trying to do. That's what I'm trying to show you, but again, you can play around with this. So what we found is that a lot of company profiles, the decision makers were not really qualified in terms of the accuracy, right? Like, the company owner is not the correct company owner as per the agent. So now what we're doing is, we're trying to just improve the prompt and make it a bit more accurate. But there are a lot of different factors involved, right? Like, for example, like, how do we do that? So now we are trying to come up with a first line first, like personalized line first, like, for example, create a personalized line and then compare whatever you find based on the owner's information and the website information. So all these different things you will slowly and steadily automatically do once you see some data in front of you. So that's just part of the process of using Persona AI, but eventually you'll get a hang of this. So I'm not trying to complicate anything more than this. All I wanted to show you is how you can use Storeleads to extract high quality data for your e-commerce agency, how you can use Persona AI to enrich the data to find decision makers using either credits or using AI, and eventually you can start sending out cold emails, right? So how do we find email IDs now? Again, it's very simple. All you need to do is just click like email information over here, and you could see, you could click find work email. Again, it will cost 1 credits, and the best part is it will use the waterfall approach, right? So for example, it will first use lead magic, find email, Prospeo, Datagma, and ICPs. So you don't really need to pay for all these tools because Persona has already taken care of that, and you will just go ahead and click on enrich by giving it the full name, right? So full name, you can just choose the full name, LinkedIn profile, company domain, and all that stuff. So LinkedIn profile over here. Okay, and okay, we need to input the full name, right? So all right, so that's how we will find the email IDs. To find the full name, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask again the agent to come up with the full name of the LinkedIn profiles that I scrape. Like, so how would I do that? I'll quickly show you. So uh, based on the LinkedIn profile URL, that is this one which we scrape through AI, right? This is not through uh, the enrichment. This is what we did through us. So based on this, right, this is the AI, right? So this one, LinkedIn profile URL. So all I'm going to do is just first click and add as a column LinkedIn profile URLs, add as a column. Okay, and then now the column is ready. So what I'm going to do is just, so this is the column. Okay, so these are all the LinkedIn profiles, and I'm going to use AI. So based on the LinkedIn profile URLs, that is this one, out find the first name and last name of the prospect, output separately first name and last name in two columns. Let's see if it does this. If it doesn't, then we can always do this by first through full name, and then just we can kind of normalize it, right? So that's what we'll do. But let's try this and see if it works. Let's save and run for the first 10 rows and see if AI is doing this. Right, so okay, as you can see, this is how it's showing the output now. So what we will do is we'll improve the prompt, uh, find the full name of the prospect, that's it, full name of the prospect, output only the full name. Okay, because it will not create two separate columns from this one prompt, it will only just give the output. So we will then use this column to break the two columns, first name and last name. So I'll just quickly do this in front of you. So we have the names. Now what we will do is we will click on enrich data and we will type formula over here. Okay, so this is AI formula, company name, domain name, formalizer. So if the company name has, let's say for example, Ankit Modi LLC, so it will not use Ankit Modi LLC in your personalization. It will only use Ankit Modi or Ankit, right? Or domain name formalizer. So all these things. So let's use this AI formula and ask it to split the two columns. So split the first name and last name from this. Okay. Wait 1 second. Okay, now what we'll do is first we will add this as a separate column. So because we don't want to, okay, all right. Full name. I'll just type this out instead, and I'll put enrich. Sorry, yeah, formula split the two words from full name. Example, give an example as well so that it understands what I'm trying to say. Example, if the full name contains Ankit Modi, the output should be two separate columns as Ankit and Modi. Don't use or anything else. You see how I'm just giving very specific instructions. Only then it will really understand. So, for example, if you see, okay, so this, let's remove this. Okay, yeah, I think this formula is not really working correctly, but I hope you get the point. This is how you need to, okay, split two words from, okay. Okay, so I think there's some error with this, but usually what will happen is, you will be able to kind of split the two, like the full name with Ankit and Modi separately. So that's how you will use the normalizer then, and then again, you will use AI personalization prompts. I'll quickly show that as well so that you kind of get the whole understanding, right? So again, this is how we will use the AI. We will ask it to write very hyper specific personalized line with the help of the website information, company information, product information, profile, anything that you give it, it will use that information to come up with a very hyper specific personalized line, so that you can then use that and send a very personalized cold email and get a lot of replies as opposed to just like a generic pitch. So again, it might be a lot of information, but it's very easy to do once you know what you're doing. And yeah, that's about it. That's what I wanted to cover in this video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a link of my Persona account. That is a referral account, affiliate account. So if you subscribe to Persona using my affiliate account, then you will get additional 3000 credits based on my link. So if you'd like to do that, feel free to do that. Again, there's no pressure. It's just an option, and or you already have the link to Storeleads, you can just visit it directly. And for any other questions, feel free to reach out to me via comments, or you can even connect with me on LinkedIn or any other socials so that we can interact one to one, and I'll try and help you out as much as I can. All right. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.